The sad reality of football is the deeper we go into the playoffs, the fewer games there are to watch. But that sadness is helped out greatly when your favorite team is going to the Super Bowl, baby! Philadelphia versus San Francisco. I told you all for months, the Eagles are the best team in the NFL, and now they're one win away from making me forget about Russell Westbrook, Jeannie Buss, and Rob Pelinka wasting LeBron's greatness, at least temporarily. Philadelphia's opening drive featured a superhuman catch, quote-unquote, by Devonta Smith on fourth down to keep things going. Yes, I understand it wasn't actually a catch, but I'm fine with that. Then Miles Sanders walked in for a score to go up 7-0. For all intents and purposes, the game basically ended before it began. On San Francisco's opening drive, Brock Purdy was hit by Hassan Reddick as he was throwing, which forced a fumble and resulted in Purdy completely tearing his UCL, making him more useless than a seatbelt on a school bus. Despite this, the Eagles punted on 3 straight drives, and the absolutely desirable daughter-dater Christian McCaffrey broke off an incredible touchdown run early in the second quarter to tie the game at 7. But Jalen Hurts led a clutch touchdown drive right back as Sanders put in another touchdown to go up 14-7. Josh Johnson, San Fran's fourth-string quarterback, who has also played for every single football team in existence, including Pop Warner, then flubbed a shotgun snap just before halftime to set Philly up with great field position, and they wasted no time capitalizing on it as Boston Scott scooted 10 yards for a score to put Philly up 21-7 at halftime. But on San Francisco's opening second-half drive, Johnson suffered a concussion and left the game, which gave the 49ers no quarterbacks who could throw anything but screen passes for the rest of the game. Yes, I know Bill Belichick found a way to win 6 rings with a quarterback who couldn't throw downfield, but this was different. Philly tacked on a Jalen Hurts touchdown run and a field goal to reach the final score of 31-7 to punch their ticket to Super Bowl 57 in Glendale, Arizona. Even as the biggest Eagles fan in the world, I can admit this was a pretty disappointing game and that the Eagles got pretty lucky. I won't even try to deny that. However, my favorite basketball player ever lost the 2015 NBA Finals due to massive injuries while playing against a Bay Area team, but guess what? Bay Area sports fans still brag about that 2015 title, so you're gosh darn tootin' I'm gonna brag about this win. God, my nipples are rock hard right now. Kansas City versus Cincinnati. The battle at Burrowhead lived up to the hype, literally going down to the wire between the best quarterback in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, and a pretty good but not quite as good as Mahomes quarterback in Joe Burrow. Despite the star power quarterback, this game was dominated by defense in the first half, as Kansas City kicked 2 field goals to go up 6-0, while Chris Jones finally popped his playoff sack cherry. Cincy would make it 6-3 with a field goal midway through the second quarter, but Mahomes responded with a razor-sharp drive that ended with him finding the Rock impersonator, Travis Kelce, for a score to go up 13-3. Burrow would then throw an interception, but KC couldn't capitalize on it, punting it back to Cincinnati before Daddy Joe got Cincy down to the KC 5-yard line with 11 seconds left in the half, but he couldn't get it in the end zone and had to settle for a field goal to make it 13-6 KC at halftime. After a Chiefs punt to start the second half, Cincy dominated on the ground before Daddy Burrow threw a great pass to T. Higgins to tie the game at 13-13. Mahomes, though, was sick of all the ladies calling Burrow Daddy, so he went full daddy himself, leading KC on a clutch 77-yard touchdown drive, capped off by a 19-yard touchdown pass to Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who is the best, worst wide receiver in the league right now, if that makes sense. I think it does. After a Cincy punt, Kansas City looked poised to blow the game open for good, but then Manti Te'o's girlfriend knocked the ball loose from Mahomes' hands, causing a fumble that Cincy recovered. Given new life, Burrow found Jamar Chase for 35 yards on 4th and 6, and then a few plays later, Samaje Perine punched it in, no offense to Ray Rice, to tie the game at 20-20 early in the fourth. KC punted, then Burrow threw his second interception of the game, but once again KC could not get anything going, scoring 0 points off of Burrow's 2 interceptions. With a minute or so left, Burrow converted a clutch 3rd and 16 pass, but a few plays later, Kansas City's All-Pro Chris Jones, don't Google his combine experience please, just saying, don't Google it, okay, sacked Burrow on 3rd down, leading to a clutch punt return by Sky Moore, not a porn name somehow, to set KC up around midfield. Then on 3rd and 4, Mahomes did his little waddle scramble and he got hit late out of bounds in a disgusting act by Joseph Asai. The 15-yard penalty pushed KC into field goal range with a surprisingly handsome Harrison Butker nailed the game-winning 45-yard field goal to send KC to their 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years. Kansas City's dynasty still has a chance to come to fruition despite looking like it was on its last legs, whereas Cincinnati's dynasty appears to have died before it even began, thanks to Burrow not being able to lead the drive to take the lead in the fourth quarter. It happened in the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 56 last year, and it happened again here. In 7 career playoff starts, Burrow has led 1 touchdown drive, which was in this game, and he's thrown 0 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter. I hope we can realize the quarterback hierarchy in the NFL right now is Mahomes, and then everybody else. This is the first time I can ever remember the Super Bowl being a win-win for me. Either my favorite team wins its second ring in 6 years, or Mahomes closes the gap on Brady in rings. Yeah, it'd still be 7 rings to 2 rings, but you gotta start somewhere. And Brady fans being sad is always a good thing. And now it's time for some puppy time.